blue lines divide the ice into three main sections: the defensive zone, the neutral zone, and the offensive zone. So the defensive zone is where your own goalie is. The neutral zone is neutral ice in between both of the zones. And the offensive zone is where you're going to be trying to score on the other goalie. So there are a few areas in the end zones that we're going to want to know about. And when I say end zones, I mean both the offensive and defensive zones. The first of these areas is the slot. So it's this area right here in front of the goalie's crease and between the face-off circles, where most high-scoring chances are generated. So you get the puck to the slot, it is way easier to score from right in front of the net than it is from anywhere else in the zone. So on offense, you're going to want to position one of your forwards here to generate those high-scoring chances. And on defense, you're going to want to defend the slot, to push people out of it, to make sure you're getting your stick in the way of passes, etc., to make sure that you can break up those high-scoring chances. Another important area, offensively and defensively, is the back door. So that's the area at the side of the net opposite to where play is taking place. So if the puck is on the right, you might have a forward on the back door on the left-hand side. So what happens usually is that the puck comes across the crease and the goalie can't get to the other side in time. And so that person at the back door is more likely to be able to tip the puck into the net while the goalie is sort of making their way across the crease. Another important area of both the offensive and defensive zones is the half wall. So the half wall is halfway between the goal line and the blue line, about where the hash marks are. And when I say hash marks, I'm referring to those two little lines jutting out from the face-off circle. So offensively, the half wall is not a great scoring location because it's far away from the net, it's at an awkward angle, most goalies are going to stop pucks from there. But it is a great place to go if you want to regroup, reset, and get the puck either into the slot or maybe safely down behind the net, or even to the point, which is another place we'll talk about in a second. Defensively, the half wall is where the forward is going to set up for a breakout. So if your defenseman gets the puck behind the net and is coming toward your side of the ice as a winger, you're going to want to be at the half wall so you can receive a pass from your defenseman. All right, so the last area that we want to talk about is the point. So the point is this strip of ice right inside the blue line, which is where the offensive defensemen line up. So if you're on offense and you're a defenseman, you will probably be at the point. So the thing about the point is, if the puck comes back to you, you can slide the puck either into one of the corners behind the net for a forward to pick up. You can pass it to your partner across the ice, so a cross-ice pass, a D-to-D pass, or you can shoot. And shots from the point can absolutely go in the net. You can score from the point. But they can also generate a lot of chaos in front of the net. So if you think about it, if you're shooting from the point, there are so many sticks and skates and legs that a puck can bounce off of. So a lot of the times you'll see players at the net trying to tip point shots into the net. If you're a winger and the defensive zone, you need to be aware that the other defensemen, the defensemen on the other team, are standing at that point, and they are, capable of generating that chaos. So if the puck comes back to a point person and you're a winger in the defensive zone, you're going to be wanting to mark that person and stop them from shooting, basically. So in summary, we've got the slot, the back door, the half wall, and the point.